Hello everyone. If you're watching this video on Facebook or YouTube, you are using social media. Most people use social media every day. Maybe you do so to see what your friends are doing or to share what you are doing. But we recommend that our clients be very aware of what they are posting on social media and don't think it is a bad idea to keep their profiles private. We explain this so nothing can be used against them as they work towards getting their green card or citizenship. Being careful about that, what you post on your social media appears like it is more important than ever. On Friday, May the 31st, 2019, a new U.S. State Department policy went into effect requiring people applying for visas to list their social media usernames. We are going to talk about that today and how it might affect you. My name is Raluca Hanea. As an attorney, I provide immigration, estate planning, and family law services for my clients with an office in Lawrenceville, Georgia. My marketing and office manager, Nina Clear, is here with me. We thank you for all your likes, shares, and comments as they help others to see our videos.
Okay, so first, is the policy asking for social media information only?
No, visa applicants are required to provide social media handles like usernames, email addresses, phone numbers, and travel dating back 5 years. They're also asking applicants about their family members' ties, especially ties to terrorist groups, and whether the individuals have ever been deported.
And this policy went into effect on Friday, but it's been in the works for a while, right?
That's right. This information was requested previously from people who had traveled to areas known to be terrorist-run areas, but now it is being asked for of everyone. This administration has been talking about expanding it since March 2018.
And why is that?
It is said to be part of this administration's goal of protecting our borders.
And how can knowing your social media username protect our borders?
The State Department is saying that by reviewing social media accounts, it will help them keep people who belong to extremist groups or pose a threat to national safety out of the U.S.
Critics are saying that isn't true though, right?
Yes, most critics are saying that reviewing social media doesn't protect the U.S. from terrorists or expose terrorists because I think mainly probably they will not give,
they're not going to post about themselves on social media?
They're not going to post about them. Say, oh, they're not going to actually reveal their usernames in the applications anyway. But
okay, or give a fake name.
Yeah.
You know. So that's one of the criticisms too, is that they could put somebody else's username, have that person,
yes,
investigated. So, and are there any restrictions on what they're requesting, or do I have to remember my MySpace username, which was a long, long time ago?
Well, there are limits right now. You only need to provide usernames for the past 5 years, and it is only for certain social media platforms. Though this will be expanded to all, and the application allows you to list any that you want to, even if they are not in the list.
And what are those social media platforms?
It is a whole list that are part of a drop-down menu on the State Department application, and we will put a link to an article that shows them.
As I think it was about 20, and so it's kind of long for you to list it.
Yes.
So. Do we know what the Department of State is looking for by accessing your social media?
Yes, what they said is anything that would indicate terroristic threats or involvement in terrorist groups or anything that could be considered a threat to national security. We don't have a clear definition about what is considered a threat to national security. We do know they will use the information in a background check review against watch lists that have been generated by the government.
And as with everything you do with immigration, it is better to not lie.
That's right. We always tell everyone to tell the truth because any applications will be kept in a file and can be referred to at any time in your immigration journey. I have been with clients at interviews when documents almost a decade old were brought out and questions were asked about it. So keep that in mind when you're submitting information.
And right now there's a lot of different groups there's a really big outcry basically against this new policy.
Yes, the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, and other groups are saying this is a violation of freedom of speech and human rights. They are saying there will be a chilling effect on speech and are concerned it might be used to discriminate against people from certain religions or other protected classes.
But we do want the United States to be protected from terrorists, right?
Of course, but maybe this will not be the best way to do it.
And why not?
Besides the concerns already mentioned of freedom of speech infringement and discrimination against certain groups, is that we could use your social media information to go into your friends or family accounts and use their information against them. People who haven't given consent to have their accounts reviewed by the US government.
And I think, one of the other criticisms too was that we've all gotten emails saying our servers were attacked or your information was exposed, and we know the US government isn't the best about protecting information.
Yes, there were a lot of breaches, right? In different big companies or even social media
Right.
where people's information were stolen. So
that's a concern that how are they going to protect it so that your information doesn't get out there?
yes.
And then, but don't you think, like, I always think, well, I'm on social media, the government can look at what I'm doing. Like, so everyone's account, you are saying if you're committing a crime, you can have this reviewed by the government, right?
Yes, to a limited extent, but we don't know at this point how broad this review will be.
And we do know that this is something that the Obama administration started, though, right?
Yes and no. They did ask people to voluntarily submit social media information, but now it is required.
Is there anyone who's exempt?
Certain diplomatic and official type visa applicants, also those in the 30A visa waiver program countries can provide their information voluntarily, but are not required to do so. But I would expect it would be extended out to everyone in the future.
And I'm sure a big question now is this going to slow down the visa process? Because this is for people just for visitor visas and B1, B2, which are pretty fast and easy to get, right?
Yes, and this is a big question. We know that across the board, application processing has doubled since 2016. This will probably slow them down, but we don't know how much of a slowdown it will cause, or if they will even review every person's social media or just a handful. Frustratingly, we have a lot of unanswered questions about this, how this will impact everyone at this time. But thank you to everyone who has watched this video, and we really appreciate all your likes, shares, and comments. And please reach out to us with questions about your immigration case. We are always here to help. See you soon.